What's happening? This is the Tap In Podcast. We are live inside the Tap In studio. I got a special guest in the building, man. By way of Memphis, Tennessee, lives in Los Angeles, killing the game right now, going viral on some shit. Henry Coleman in the building. What's happening, man?
How you feeling, Henry Coleman, a.k.a. the big girl Denzel? Super excited to be here.
Man, I appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you for having me on the Tap In, John. It's dope.
Absolutely, man. Man, I feel like I've been knowing you for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't seen your grind. I didn't seen you come up. I didn't seen like I remember. I don't know if you remember this, but I remember I booked you for. It was like a. It was at a veteran like retirement center or somewhere like in Inglewood one time.
Okay.
And they was all like ex addicts or something like that.
Okay.
And you did a joke. You was like, you said, crack is cheaper than gas.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go buy me a whole lot of crack, smoke it, and just run everywhere I have to go.
Yes. And then the people who had me in charge of booking, they was like, does he know all these people are ex-addicts?
Was that what Rodney Perry on that? Okay, so but I remember.
I don't know. It may
I
be.
remember walking out because I was thinking about should I do this joke because it's just lighthearted humor to me. But yeah, it was a room full of like 200 or 300
Yes.
recovering alcoholics and drug addicts.
Yeah. And I was like, hey man,
It's just
it's comedy. It's comedy. It's funny. Man, I want to go back though. Before I even knew you, I want to go back there.
Mm-hmm.
How did you even get started in comedy? How did you know you was even funny?
Man, how did I even know I was funny? I think it was just like whoever I was dealing with at that time. But I was in college, and the official story is I was in college, and you have a little oral dissertation stuff you have to do oral reports for. So I get up in front of the class, and they rolling, just laughing at me talking about this book or whatever I had read, and like the whole place is dying laughing. I'm like, so kind of like a light went off. And then like when that happened, I started just thinking about back over my life. Like I rarely talked, but when I talked, people were extremely intrigued or laughing or just really engaged. But I was a quiet person. You know what I'm saying? I very rarely had something to say, but when I said it was very potent and it was very, substantial to people. So I was like, okay, I kind of put two and two together and then gave the shit a shot.
And when was it? How long after that did you decide? Okay, let me go to
open mic
or somewhere where they doing comedy.
I started watching comedy for maybe a year. I was just watching it. I went to Blockbuster. You remember Blockbuster?
Yeah, nigga showing his age.
Yeah, 1,000 years old. I went to Blockbuster and I got like a gang of Richard Pryor stuff, Eddie Murphy stuff, Louis Anderson. Like just everybody, George Wallace, whoever was just out and just binge watched all their stand up. And I had always been watching a lot of stand up. And then I read Judy Carter's book, Comedy Bible, The Funny Business. I started just reading books. I went to Barnes and Noble and got the books and started reading the books before I even hit the stage. And then I finally started. I got a look. She said get cue cards. I got a little cue cards. Started writing down premises, and then finally went up there and gave the shit a shot.
Really? You remember your first time?
Yeah, I remember it. It was it was like a little poetry spot. And the guy hosting, Dennis Clark, he was doing bad. Like he was on stage struggling. So I was like, me and my baby mom was sitting there and I was like, yeah, you suck. And it was like it was only 16 or 17.
You said that out loud.
Like, yeah, I ain't no etiquette.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you suck. It's terrible. It got off because I had read all these books and, watched the little videos. I thought I was a slick expert. So I was like, yeah, this ain't what it's supposed to be, man. And he was like, what's your name? I was like, Henry Coleman. And he was like, oh, you on the list. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go up and I'll be way better than you. He's like, you want to go right now? I was like, sure. He's like, okay, y'all, we'll give it up for Henry Coleman. And I went up there and bummed bad. Worse than he was. Yeah. And then, that's what happened. And then I sat back down. He was like, yeah, this shit harder than what you think. I was like, yeah, but I can still do better than you. Yep. Yeah, terrible. Okay. So then the dude was like, he came up to me. He's like, yeah, man, you sound too white. You sound, these black folks, you sound white. You need to go to where the white people at. The white people gonna love you. Worst advice I ever got. Looking back, worst advice I ever got in my worst advice I ever got in my goddamn life.
Really?
Yeah. So I went to the white spot because that was a nigga spot. So I went to the white spot and sure as shit stank. They did. You know what I'm saying? Because my vernacular, the way I was, I spoke, my cadence. Yeah, I did great, but it was like nigga why? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. How long did you do in the white clubs? How long was you?
Trying over there, literally giving that shit a shot.
Yeah,
about 8 years. About 8 years.
Damn! So you put in a little time over there.
Until I finally just had to make a choice. Like I had to go, because I was going back and forth. I was doing okay at the white spots, and then I was getting booed at the black spots. For like maybe 6 or 7 years, I was doing okay at the white spots, and I was getting booed by niggas.
And what was like? Was you telling different jokes, or was it the same jokes, or
same jokes? Kind of sort of same jokes.
And
kind of sort of same jokes, but you got to switch it up a little bit. Black people, we like for you to be emotional. White people want you to be cerebral and witty and sarcastic, and if you present yourself well, talk slow, don't curse, you'll do well with the whites. Yeah.
And so that was the only difference that you seen from going from white clubs to black clubs?
Yeah, it's like just talk slower, don't be aggressive, don't be abrasive. When you're young, don't be angry, be happy, smile a lot.
Really? They want you chipper and dancing
yeah. Let the whites know you not an angry nigga. I never knew about slavery. Huh? What? You guys are great. He's a headliner.
Yeah.
That guy got it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then you get back with the niggas. The niggas want the pain. Like, yeah, my mama used to beat me. Stitchy cord, I was naked in the bathtub. That nigga crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first paid gig?
Shit. My first paid, it was at a college. I got paid. No, but it wasn't like a college show. A guy was like, I was at UPS. No, I wasn't in UPS. I was at the post office. And the dude, was like, oh yeah, I do comedy. Just how you tell coworker, I do comedy.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I book shows. Like, all right, nigga, whatever. So, he was actually trying to get in with colleges to put on events. So he was like, yeah, I'm working with this college to get a budget. And I actually got like $1,500 the first time.
What?
He was like, how much you charge? I was like, you don't know how much. He's like, 5,000?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if I can get you $5,000. Nigga, I ain't had 6 minutes. But I probably could get you about 1,000.
$1,500 is a lot for your first paid gig.
So yeah, neither one of us knew what we was. He just knew how to fill out the paperwork to get the, because colleges have money.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, they paying me this, and then I'm gonna get you for $1,500, and then I'm gonna get somebody else. And we were supposed to do the events at the college, but they had me performing in the lunchroom at lunchtime, or like it was just not even a lunchroom. It was like outside patio where people are going to get lunch, and then they heard me doing comedy outside, and then some where people would sit down, and then some people would get, like they was in between classes. It wasn't no official, I was just outside with a mic.
Yeah.
Trying to tell jokes to college kids that are just kind of walking like, oh, what you.
Yeah.
But I got paid, so yeah, that was, yeah.
God damn. And so once you... Here's the thing. Here's what I know. If you get paid $1,500 for your first show,
it goes down from there. It went from $1,500 to hot wings and liquor. Yeah. And hey, man, we got some females in here, so I mean, I think the girls like you. Like, do I get any money though? Nah, no money, but they.
We got some drinks. You want to drink? You thirsty?
Oh, you gonna get paid in drinks your first 10 years. Your first 10 years, you get paid in liquor.
Golly, man.
What you drink? I got you.
So most people, I know from the outside looking in, right? Most people think Henry just started doing comedy. Henry just came on the scene. He just started. Can you tell the people, how long have you been, like, from that first point to now? How long have you been doing comedy?
Talking about 1998, 99?
Okay, so at least 20 plus years.
Yeah, 23, 24 years, yeah. Now, I mean, I started... But I could say that first 3 or 4 years, I was kind of, bullshitting, like every now and then. So then I hit L.A. I kind of just took a trip out to L.A. Like, okay, I'm going to go out to L.A. And I heard the Sinbad story. I don't know if you heard the Sinbad story. Sinbad tells his story like he went coast to coast. In order to get booked, he just went coast to coast, stopped it. This was when you could just stop at comedy clubs. You could just drive to a city. You don't know nobody. Nobody knows you. You could just walk in. You just go, I'm a comedian, and they will put you on stage that night. Like you can't do that no more. You can't just go into no improv or levity or funny bone and be like, yeah, I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
No, nigga, get your ass out of here. But back in the day, he talked about just going there and stopping in. They go, you a comedian? And they would just put him on stage that night, watch him. The club owner will watch you. And then if they liked you, they would rebook you for money. So I caught myself doing that. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna go from city to city. And I did. I went to a couple cities and stopped in and was trying to get booked back. And then I end up in LA. When I got to LA and I started seeing how serious people took it when I got back to Memphis, I was like, oh shit, I gotta do this for real. These motherfuckers ain't playing.
Yeah. Dang, I never knew the Sinbad story.
Yeah, that's the Sinbad story. He went coast to coast, clean. He would just stop at all and then you just keep going it over and over again until he started building up a fan base. And that's back when you could build up a fan base with traveling.
Yeah.
Ain't no fan base to be had from traveling no more.
Okay. And what made you make that official move? Like, you know what? I'm about to just move from Memphis. Because you started in Memphis, right? What made you make that official move? Because going from your city to LA, I feel like in entertainment, it's like going from JV to now to the pros.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's my personal feeling. Because you doing local shit and you probably talking about local shit. But then when you go to LA, where it's so many different people from everywhere, now your material has to be kind of like where you could cover every state. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like they say you be a big fish in a small pond, and you go to be in a small fish in a big pond, right? But I wasn't really winning in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I was a small fish in Memphis, and I was like, okay, what do I have to lose? And then everybody on every time somebody famous came to town, they was like, when you come to LA. When you come to LA, every comic was like, when you come to LA, it's almost like, and then it got to where like if LA comics see you somewhere else, they think you're not doing comedy no more. They're like, oh, you were here now? Did you quit?
Yeah.
Like, no. So it's like, so obviously this is where, you go to watch the greats, coming to LA and then being able to just watch Andrew Dice Clay, who was still kind of cracking at that time, watching Eddie Griffin, just like me and you talking right now, like being this close and watching them work and watching the greats work was like really kind of learning the craft. Like, okay, now this is it. This is them dudes that I was watching those comics, because in Memphis all I seen was comics coming off the road. Just road comics kind of, but like you get to LA, you get to New York, you get to Chicago, you get to bigger cities. Now you seeing dudes do the finer craft of what humor is.
Yeah. Okay. And we talked about this last time.
Okay.
But when you got to LA, you had like a little crew with you. Did you meet them all in LA or?
No, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a quick, and why I was so loyal for so long. So I met some friends, Clarence, Maurice, Walt, Fool, rest in peace, Fool. And when I got to LA, essentially I was running from, me and my baby mama had broke up. And I had kind of lost my mind. I was going crazy.
You like,
I had to put some. It was that kind of love where you had to put some miles in between. Like she was triggering me.
Yeah.
It was to the point where you know what I'm saying. It was to the point where I was ready to do something that wasn't legal.
Yeah.
And I would talk to her, and I'm like, "Bitch, I'm about to come." And then I would get in my car and start driving. But it took so long to get to her that I would calm down.
Yeah.
Like after 100 miles, I'm like, "What am I? Let me."
Yeah. Come to your senses.
I'm like, I gotta put some miles. I gotta put in these 3 states between us, because if you just up the street, it's gonna be. Like, there was somebody that literally had they on your buttons to where if you just heard their voice,
they trigger you,
and you'd be like, and you heard them cough, like, oh, what you, huh? Oh, you coughing there? You know what? Give me just a.
Yeah.
It was to that point. So, and it was a couple times, 3 or 4 times, I was like in my car driving, and after like maybe 100, 200 miles, I'm like, Henry, what you? Turn around, go back.
Yeah.
So when I got to LA, my mind was gone. And man, I was, going in and out of homelessness my first year there, and I actually was sleeping behind the Comedy Store. You the first one I'm telling this. So Maurice came and he was like, man, they know you sleeping behind the Comedy Store. They about to have you arrested. And I was like, shit. He's like, nigga, we know you struggling. We know your mind gone. We could tell you got talent, but just, come crash with us. It was like 3 niggas in a room. I was like, nigga, it's 3 niggas in this room. What the fuck? Yeah, well, it's better than outside, nigga. And nigga gave me a blanket, and I just, slept on the floor for a couple months until my mind started getting back right. Finally got a job. You know what I'm saying? I kind of start healing, and start getting my shit back together. And it's like, okay, so I guess these my friends. And that's how I ended up running with Maurice Clarence and Walton all them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Where at in the Comedy Store? Where?
It was like behind, where like you come out the belly room. It's like it was like a little
stairs.
Yes, no, it's like stairs, and then it's like a little section back there. And then where like the heels start, and I would just get a blanket and go back there and sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, my mind was gone. I'm talking about my mind was, I had no problems with it. That nigga had to have an intervention. It was like 3 niggas around me like, nigga, they know what you're doing. They about to have you arrested. And, saying, we come on, just come with us type shit. Shit. I was like, okay.
When I hear these kind of stories in LA, I be thinking like, man.
No, that was,
I was so fortunate because.
Did that ever happen with you?
No, I got me an old bitch and we just, I just shacked up.
That came later, nigga. That came later. Now, that's a part of my story. The old bitch is a part of my story too, nigga. But I didn't learn that game. I wasn't boots on the ground, nigga. I ain't know how to slang dick boots on the ground. Dick slanging came later.
Okay.
Yeah, friend. It came.
But it's just later.
It was later on. Nigga, I mean, and I didn't learn the gigolo dick slanging shit because that's not existed in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Like in Memphis is you only getting women based off your career. You know what I'm saying? Where you work at, where you the manager at, what kind of house you got, what kind of car you got. They don't listen to no artist shit. You know what I'm saying? Back then it was like, nigga, where you work at, are you the manager, or you do, how much you make, what's your resume? That's what got you a woman. When you get to LA, if you're attractive, you're an artist, you say you know somebody, it's a possibility, the women are open to, oh, yeah, okay, he know Snoop, or he fuck with da-da-da. I see him with.
See, here's the difference. Because I'm from LA.
Okay.
So here's what I did, right? I started in Houston.
Uh-huh.
And then when I moved back to LA, I went back and lived with my mom's. But I was like 20, 22. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
okay,
I can't live with my mom's. So then that's when I started like, okay, let me go to a club and I meet a regular girl. She got a regular job. She got her own place. You know what I mean? And then
you were practical. You were being practical.
Yeah. But then the young chicks, they living with their mom.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to get me an old chick.
Okay.
That got,
nigga,
you had mortgages.
You had foresight. You was a leader, nigga. You was a pioneer.
Y'all need somebody with some mortgages.
Nigga. You was a pioneer, nigga. You was Maxwell before Maxwell, nigga.
Here's where I got that from, though. Because my initial thought, I was like, yeah, I can't never lay up with a chick. This nigga Donovan.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Donovan.
Donovan was the
put
king.
You on real.
Donovan was the king
put
of that.
You on real.
So that's where I kind of learned that from. Like,
I'm gonna tell you who put me on my first, payout chick was Deshaun Ross.
I can't, man. I'll tell you a story about Deshaun. I don't fuck with Deshaun.
But he did though.
Okay.
So Deshaun turned me on to this chick. Man, he turned me on to 2, and it was like, cause he was, I'm not gonna put his business out there, but he turned me on to that, and I was like, this little chick, and I didn't know what it was. First time I had met a chick on some money stuff, I didn't know what it was. I just didn't have no time because I was doing background. I was working. I was trying to make sure I wasn't ever homeless again. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just on my grind. And I met this lady, and I was just super busy. And she was like, we had kicked it a couple times, so I was just kind of getting around to her. And she was like, well, how much you make doing this, doing that? And I was like, what you mean? I was like, yeah, I make about $200-$300 a day. She was like, well, I'll give you twice that to, spend the time with me. And I was like, oh, shit. A star was born, nigga.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Okay. Say less.
I just want to say, Karen, if you out there, I owe you some rent money. So if you out there, hit me up.
Yeah, make it right, man. Make it right so you can unblock your blessings. You never know.
If you out there, I owe you some money.
That's the spirit of usury at the end of the day. It is a usury spirit.
Yeah.
Unblock your blessings, nigga.
Okay. Okay, that's very super interesting, man.
Yeah.
That's how you kind of got loyal to that crew. And I honestly think this is my own personal perception of you. When you was hanging with them, I think everybody seen like, yeah, these niggas ain't gonna be shit. Henry, you can see is something there.
The Jackson 5.
Yeah. But you hanging around this crew, so is you know how they say whoever you hang around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So how we end up kind of disconnecting was like over the years, because I was loyal, like these niggas literally, I'm telling you the truth, got me off the street. My mind was gone.
Yeah.
When I see people homeless, a nigga get his heart hurt good. If you ever got your heart hurt good, you know what I'm saying? Women don't understand. Like, they don't get it. Why dudes be like so standoffish and, like baby stepping like, bitch, you don't get it. I can't do shit when I'm down.
Yeah.
When my heart, my mind gone, I can't do shit. I'm talking about zero.
Yeah.
I will go sit on a park bench until tomorrow morning, man. So, yeah, that's what that was about. And over the years, and I thought when I was hanging with them, I really felt like I could will them to being better. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like we got some people, like I don't know if you know Carl McDowell, but he ended up being on Ballers. He's in movies and stuff, and he's on, he was running with us and stuff. So he ended up, we still cool and kicking. He's, he actually was one of the ones, me and him was one that came out of it. So it was like, I felt like if everybody was working in television and comedy, they was working in it. I don't think they were as ambitious and as driven and willing to do whatever it took as what some people were. And then the people that weren't eventually dropped off. And it was like, I kind of started moving in a different direction when I was like, because we used to hate. I'm gonna be honest with you. We used to just sit around and hate on this. They could just sit around, blowing blunts.
Listen, I used to hear Maurice hating like a motherfucker. Maurice used to be the number one, like,
no, but that was
these niggas over here.
But niggas love to hate. Now, let's not act like hating ain't some shit niggas don't love to do.
Yeah.
Especially a nigga that's got more doing better. You know what I'm saying? We gonna say you gay, nigga. That's the first, nigga. That's the first thing we're gonna say.
Yeah.
I'd be there too if I was eating booty. This nigga is booty eater. So, yeah, even if the nigga got the legitimate
talent
opportunity, we still gonna attach gay. Like, nigga, yeah, he's.
Yeah.
So we ain't gonna get no nigga no credit. Nigga ain't funny. He wouldn't be there if he wasn't,
Yeah.
So, but I was like, nigga, at one point, I remember looking them niggas all straight in the face. I was like, nigga, if we out here to be successful, and we saying all the niggas that is being successful, and we not willing, that means we need to go home, right?
No.
No. I'm not saying I'm willing to. I'm just saying we got to do more than just sit back and hate on niggas. We need to get in the game. Let's go to the Laugh Factory. Let's go be where they at. Let's at least be around. Just sitting in this room talking about how they whack and we good, but they the ones on stage. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing, but they the ones is in the light. How do we get to the light? So that was when I started kind of making separation, because I was like, y'all not trying to get to the light. So I'm out here. I got a daughter I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. I got shit. I can't just sit around and be like, oh, them niggas whack and the world don't know. The somebody done me wrong story. I can't keep telling that. I need to start making progress.
Yeah. So, when do you feel like you had your first like big break?
Man, my first real kind of breakthrough was HBO in 2018. Now, I did Comic View in 2004. I did 4 shows on MTV. Wanna Come In, Yo Mama. I did like 4. That was back when you could just walk into MTV. Literally, people don't understand this. Back in the day, in the early 2000s, you could literally walk into BET, walk into MTV, and they would have shows up on a billboard of shows.
Yeah.
And you could select which show you want to audition for.
Yeah.
And then they would go, okay, go to this room. You would walk in that room. Someone would be sitting beside the desk. They would give you something to say. Or like, oh, come back, give me a witty, come back. Yeah. And then they'd be like, okay, we're taping Friday. And then that would air the next week. Like, you would literally be on TV 2 weeks from then.
Yeah.
And I did like maybe 4 or 5 shows like that. And every time I did a TV show, people would recognize me like 3 months. Like 3 months after that. But it wouldn't be no like, now you on type shit.
Yeah.
It was like these little flickers of like understanding what fame looked like and having people recognize me. But I mean, we didn't have social media. So now if I'm on TV, I could turn into a TV appearance into a year kind of drawn out social media and, you know, kind of, but back then after that little 3 to 6 months was over with from that TV appearance, NBC, whatever show you was on, it kind of flickered right back down to like, now you ain't nobody.
Right.
So the HBO thing helped because it kind of solidified me. You know, Def Jam, All Def Comedy is kind of like the nigga gold standard for humor. Like once you do HBO Def Jam, you do what it was called HBO Def Comedy Jam, All Def Comedy was it's like, okay, now all the black comics, there's no more doubt. You know what I'm saying? I done had this good set on HBO. You can't, you know, like, at least the nigga room should be booking me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was kind of a breakthrough. Like, we can't doubt him no more. We can't say he not funny. The nigga funny. We got to fuck with him. Whether we like him or not, we got to fuck with him. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no huge breakthrough. It was just kind of a breakthrough with the comedians. It's kind of like solidified me. Then I started doing the Laugh Factory set, started going viral. Then it was like, okay, that type thing.
So in 2018, you did Def Jam.
Yeah.
And then the black rooms in Hollywood started messing with you?
No, just black niggas.
Black promoters are
everything.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Because most people don't know the landscape of LA, right? As far as comedy. Did the black rooms or the black nights started booking you more once they seen you doing Def Jam? Or because I always the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night runs in LA.
Talking about Chocolate Sundays, Mo Better Mondays.
Yes.
Tuesday. Who's on Tuesdays?
The Comedy Store.
Who had Fat Tuesdays or whatever.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
Fat Tuesdays, but it was something else. And then you got Nichelle on Thursday night. Yeah.
Right. Those rooms, I feel like, is where most of the black bookings on TV get, right? Where you perform in those rooms and then you get on the black TV shows. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm going to explain this because I think comedians need to understand. A lot of times we work on getting into rooms, right? But I was in LA for 17 years straight. You know, we had all the black rooms, then we had the Comedy Union, and we had the J Spot, right? And being out there 17 years straight, I was able to walk in and get on whatever stage I wanted to get on at any given time. I didn't want that no more. I wanted to be on the showcases. I got tired of just getting up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Nichelle, you know, book me when the whites are here. You know, book me. You know when the whites and the Jews is coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you go up, I love your humor. You're great. You want to go next? You know, you go next, but ain't nobody in the room.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to come here when the list on the wall. You know how y'all got the showcase list? You come in. You know what I'm saying? I want to come in when when the Jews are sitting here and the whites are sitting here, or the people with power are in the room. That's when I couldn't get up. You know what I'm saying? Like I would go to the Comedy Union. I'm talking to Ian's. I'm like, yeah, I'm here making your people laugh every Friday and Saturday night. 2 shows for $20. I'm doing 2 shows a night. Saturday night, he giving me $40. And you want to drink? Like, nigga, I want to. I just made 200-seat crowds in LA laugh hard. And I gotta hope I sell some T-shirts to. Come on, man, this getting ridiculous. And I was like, and then every year around, you know, pilot season, whatever, January to about April, you know, people would never, you know, tell you about stuff. Like showcases would happen, and you just pop up to the club and it'd be a list. Oh, this this Comedy Central's, or this is HBO's, or this is Netflix's.
Yeah.
And I'm in the back like, how the fuck I'm not getting? So I'm I started being like the working class comic, like the guy that like, we got an audience and we want to make them laugh, put Henry up. I'm like, but showcase me. Showcase me. So then I started kind of not focusing on that as much as I was just like, how do I start to put my ear to the street to get on these showcase lists? Because just making black people laugh is useless. You know what I'm saying? How do I get on the showcase list? How do I get on the specialty list? To when the whites are here, and you can tell when the whites is here. When you walk in the club, they got the white people sitting in the back with the little, like, okay. Then you look at them, you know, like Tony Baker, you know, Naeem Lynn, okay. Nigga, I get on this. You know what I'm saying? They
you
picks.
never did like Last Comic? You never did none of that?
No,
did you do Who Got Jokes?
And that was probably one of my errors because I did Coming to the Stage on BET. And I did all them amateur competition shows. So when Who Got Jokes came around with D-Lay and Jay Red and Run G and Tiffany Haddish, I was like, I'm tired of doing these. But that was the one to do.
Yeah.
So I didn't do that one. That was with Bill Bellamy hosting, right?
Yeah.
Who's Got Jokes?
Yep.
I didn't do that. I was like, and I was at an audition for it. But by that point, I had did Showtime at the Apollo, and I had did Coming to the Stage, and I did all these kind of amateur shows on. I was like, I want to do my next TV. I probably should have did that too, because you just do all TV, whatever TV comes, just do it, And then I finally got in my head. I was just like, whatever TV come, I don't care what they call it. They can call me, standing on their head. I'm gonna do it because I need the exposure. I need to be on the platform. But it took me a while to kind of, I was trying to be strategic and really there's no strategy. Just get in front of people.
Right.
Just try to get in front of people. Just try to get in front of more people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how the LA rooms work. And people know who, once, because it was Spike over Monday night, Pookie over Sunday night. And once you kind of get in, people got little cliques and crews, but my crew wasn't doing shit. So, I wasn't associated. I wouldn't associate with no real, because sometimes you could be associated with a crew and then other crews don't mess with you. It's some, politics like that. But I was neutral when it came to that. So I could literally walk into any room in LA and get up it. And still, I could, still, right now I can walk in, but I was like, how do I get on the showcases, though? I don't want to just be there making people laugh and nobody of power, because you can be a local LA comic. People don't understand that. Just like you're a local Kansas comic or you're a local Chicago comic. Just because you're in LA and there's famous people here and there's directors and producers don't mean you're not local. And they just see you as like, oh, he just here around. You ain't special. And I think I was talking to Finesse Mitchell one time. He was like, yeah, LA is a showcase city. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, you need to stay off stage unless you're showcasing something. This is not a city where you just need to be going up because people get tired of you. And I think that's what helped me to kind of find a rebirth and still kind of people still feel new about me. Is because I didn't hang around and try to, it's me, please, like when they weren't fucking with me, I dipped. I got on down and went to do the road. And like when I got some new shit, I pop back up with my new shit, and then I dip again.
Yeah, cause I feel like those workout rooms is like J Spot, Comedy Union. What's this little spot I used to do in Carson?
Bellflower.
I don't know. It's a bunch of different little rooms.
Family rooms, stuff like that.
Yeah. But all Hollywood rooms that's when you want to kind of do, you want to kind of do well. Because then that's what the people are watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, I was like always trying to get into the different circles. You know what I mean? That was me. Like I was always trying to get into that TV circle and move and, you know what I mean? But yeah. I want to kind of pivot a little bit.
Okay.
I seen you post something online not too long ago. And it was about Ali Saddiq.
Okay. Yeah, Ali.
You posted something about you had a long caption on it, but it was about, it seemed like you were saying that he kind of took your phrase of another nigga sandwich.
I mean, he did say the words.
Yes.
He said those words in that sequence.
Yes.
Another nigga sandwich.
Yes. Are you trying to insinuate? What are you trying to insinuate?
It's not no insinuation.
What are you trying
You
to say?
can see him saying the words and then me saying the words.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Another nigga sandwich.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
what are you saying though? What are you saying?
What do you see? Tell me what you see when you see that. As a comedian, what do you see?
I see two niggas just saying the same words.
Oh God. Okay.
That's what I see. Because
Shit.
that's what I see.
The art is gone. Lord Jesus.
Listen.
No honor among thieves, huh? Lord.
No. Here's the thing. It's a
This is Ali country though. This Texas, right? Yeah, okay.
This is Texas, but
Okay.
he Houston.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I think there's a difference between stealing material and
That's a I gotta stop you because that's a heavy word. The word steal.
Right. And so that's why I'm about to separate it.
Okay.
I think there's a difference between stealing material and saying the same words.
Okay.
Right? I think there's a big difference. As a nigga, when I first started who used to steal material,
Nigga, yeah.
I know there's a difference.
Okay.
And I don't feel like the joke was stolen.
Okay.
I just think y'all just had the same, or he said the same phrase as you.
Okay.
Right? You know what I mean? I think the way y'all used it is in totally two different contexts.
Okay.
but I feel like he does say the exact same phrase as you.
Yeah.
What is your feeling that? Do you think
when I saw it, because I got a couple texts. Now, there was a comedian, Malik B, right?
Okay.
He shot a special with, I think, AOL or something, or LOL or something. And he was talking about stepfathers. And everybody was hitting me with this, like, because I do a stepfather joke. I don't own that. I don't own that premise. You know, if you want to go up and talk about being a stepfather, because I got a viral video going, you know, girl got good coochie, that's how you end up being a stepfather. Don't mean that now I own that.
That premise.
Yeah. But, you know, it's comics. And like I said in the post, we all write hit songs. And we all, those phrases start to brand us and how people associate with us. You know, yeet-dee-dee. Who was that?
That's John Witherspoon.
Okay. Who raised you?
That's TK.
Okay. A pimp down.
Cat Williams.
Same thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown ass man. Cedric Entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, Steve Harvey. Lord, Lord, Lord. Or what you say there now? John J. Anthony Brown. So if that's going viral, I taped that in 2018. It started hitting the internet around in the pandemic. It started going viral. And people start booking me and associating me with that phrase. If you look on my pages, it's going so viral that people are acting it out. I got like 100 people on my page that are acting it out, and you know the joke.
Yeah.
So when I started getting known for that, it's kind of like I coined it. So when I'm not a beefer, and I don't consider myself. The rules is, I'm just gonna be straight up. The rules is whoever making the most money win. You know what I'm saying? That's the rules in comedy. Whoever get to the biggest platform and making the most money win. You can't say Kevin Hart stole your joke because you ain't. His people his fans gonna be like, nigga, no, Kevin, he Jesus. I mean, I'm just saying for instance.
Yeah.
So the rules is, because we on two different levels, I'm just supposed to shut up about it. That's the rule, but it's in black and white. And if I don't even just put it out there, then I look like a coward. Like, now I know. I had several conversations with Ali. I saw him maybe 4 or 5 months ago in Atlanta with that. I mean, I don't know if he remembered me or whatever. Rodney Perry. I know people that know him, that know. So ain't nobody reached out to me. Ain't nobody talked to me about it. So it was kind of like, I was kind of shook because it was on a special. It wasn't on a set somewhere where you was just like, oh, at the Improv or at a Funny Bone, and you just happen to say this. This is on a special where you've edited it. You went over with a fine-tooth comb. You know what I'm saying? And it's in the middle of this, you doing this rant about this thing, and then you go, just drop this line like another nigga sandwich, like I got a dream. I'm like, okay, damn, like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me at least put it out there that I saw it. I'm not saying steal. I regurgitated shit. I've been on stage where I was like, damn, I thought of that. And then I realized, like, no, I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
somebody else shit.
Yeah.
Let me not say that no more. And I think that's what, you know, it's like, that's what made me not aggressive and not kind of like, let me be like angry about it. Kind of like with Cat Williams and TK Kirkland, when Cat was on, he's like, Cat said twice during that special, he was like, who raised you? But it was more homage to, not necessarily like, this guy done dropped 4.5-hour specials. He don't need my 3 words. I get it. But I gotta be David, my nigga. Like you spitting on me, you know? You selling out theaters, you selling out arenas, you've graduated, you've made it up there. And a lot of the people that do spit, but you come across like you not that type of person that's going to be a man of integrity and a man of worth to say, nah, that's not what it was. I haven't gotten that. So I put it, and nobody pulled my coat from the level that could. Nobody reached out, was like, no, Henry ain't that. I haven't gotten that. So I put it.
And here's the thing. It could be where, yes, we as artists, yes, we do kind of hear stuff, and in our psyche somewhere it's just stored, and we say,
we do.
You know what I'm
I've
saying?
had it, nigga. I'm gonna tell you, I stole the joke for real. Like I did
too. When I first started, me too. I'm talking about word for word.
Nigga,
So, yeah,
I was running out of shit in one city, and I had the crowd was nigga. I started doing some shit like, oh shit, and I was still a joke like, how did that nigga say that? I done did some wrong shit. Now.
I don't think it's a instance where he actually stole. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
I don't think it was I don't think it was stolen. The only thing that would make me feel better about the whole instance is if I had got any contact. Like Talent and Rob Stapleton in New York shouted me out. They gave a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Henry came, this viral joint going hard, another nigga sandwich. That's like nigga, that's you at least like so people steal our stuff all the time. Regular people turn our stuff into memes.
Right.
And steal our material all the time. And you can't, people tag me all the time when people repost your stuff and take your name off of it like they thought of it. But they are normal human beings.
Right.
We can't be upset with them. When our colleague, you know, be it though you might be at a higher tier than me, money-wise and success-wise, we're still peers. You're still my colleague under the stand-up brand. Mm-hmm. When they do say your words, if you say XZW, then a nigga on stage and go, XZW. Oh, great mind think alike.
And I think another nigga sandwich, that's not like a everyday saying that all black people say either.
Nah, so I had a couple people inbox me like, man, I thought my wife did some shit like that. But nigga, you didn't put it on a special and it didn't go viral.
Yes, and that's not like a phrase that everybody say. But I do think sometimes, I forget the word, but it's kind of like, where everybody's in the same
when you finally
source,
get a bit, I mean? When you finally get that thing that all comics pray for, was like
a little hit phrase.
Man, yeah. When you finally get it. All right.
Yeah.
When you finally get it, and now it's another comedian saying it, not people. You know, not people.
Because all Ali has to do, because he's on a higher. All he has to do is say it one more time, and then now he's
his shit. Yes. And I'm just some bitter nigga that's whack bitter nigga that ain't made it. Hey, no, Ali.
Would you call him? Would you call him and just be like, yo, man?
It's not for. I didn't do the offense.
Yeah, but
if I get
he may not even know that you even feel this way, though.
He know.
He may not know.
He know.
He may not know.
It's three niggas in this business.
Listen, because I'm gonna tell you a situation that happened with me and Ali when I first started. Right.
Okay.
I had probably did comedy maybe 5 times at this point. Right. I had took one of his bits and did it at my college. I did it at my college. And I had been doing the comedy maybe 5-6 times at this point. Okay. And he had called me like, hey man, we're gonna have a problem. And that's what I'm saying. I didn't even know at that point that was a big deal. But he called me.
Ali is from what I know, because he booked me in 2001. And I'm gonna tell you the whole story. He booked me in Little Rock, Arkansas. Mm-hmm. Me and my baby mom, we drive down there and do a show. Now my baby mama, she likes my first baby mama, she likes Martin Lawrence. She likes slapstick humor. Mm-hmm. My stuff is cerebral, is joke telling. She's like, you're not funny. I don't know why you're doing this. So Ali goes up and does he does a lot of time. He does an hour, and he does an hour up front. And he does an hour. He pretty much gives people a whole show. Then he brings me up. I bum for like 30 or 40 minutes. Some nigga, I was bummed so bad. Some niggas in the back getting her phone number, and she was giving it to him. Like it was that type of situation. Damn. But over the years we talked, and he's a comedic scientist. He's an artisan of the craft. So I can't, somebody just like a doofus, like, I'm not, this nigga is a bright guy. So it's on the radar. And I'm not trying to scratch a king. I'm just saying, if I don't say nothing, how you make me look? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I had to say something, nigga. Like, nigga, shit. Come on.
Yeah, I think, here's what I think, right?
I'm not trying to beef my way to the top.
No.
And I know niggas that do that. Beef is only, and I talk about this, beef is only successful if both of us have 1 million followers and we beef and create shit and shenanigans and we draw more people in and then we exchange crowds. I don't have a crowd. I'm opening for Kim Willie this weekend. I'm opening for Deion Cole and Corey Holcomb, and I'm going first on that show at that theater. I'm first on the big shows. I headline small shows, but when I'm with somebody, I'm first. So this guy is at a different, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, nigga, I gotta say something because you put my back against the wall.
Yes and no, I feel. because I feel like Cat Williams has created a whole beef lane for comics.
I don't want to be in it.
That's what I'm saying. And so
I'm reluctant beef on this.
And so I feel like with comics now, like before Cat Williams started airing everybody out, I think everybody will handle their beef behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel like it's almost awarded when you start beefing in public. You know what I mean? But I feel like if you came to him and was like, "Yo, man,
I didn't do it, so I can't come to you."
But if you,
I can't go to you.
I know, but if
I
you
didn't do it.
No, but listen, if you feeling some kind of way,
humble pie.
No,
nigga.
No, but just like when I first started and he came to me, because I'm the one that did the stealing of his joke.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Where you kind of bring it to the other person, like, "Hey, man, this is my phrase. This is how I feel." Like, you know what I mean? And let him kind of explain it or where he got it from, and so you won't be feeling no kind of way. And you could be like, "Okay, well, this is now my phrase." So now you have a communication understanding. "Yo, man, this is my phrase." Like, for now,
it's just 3 words.
I know, but listen, all right is just three words.
Just 3 words.
You know what I'm saying?
24, 65, 48, 32. Who's that?
Pim down is 2 words. That's my guess.
So come on now.
But I'm saying, but if you just let him know, "Hey, man, I'm feeling
tonight
some
I'm
kind
at
of
the
way about
improv
this."
with got 2 sold-out shows with Kim Willie, and I'm gonna go up there and do 6 minutes on Mexicans and boots. That's what I'm gonna do. Mexican boots on. Now, when the man came out the cell,
No, I just
and then the Mexican had on boots, I'm gonna get the call like, "Huh? No, great minds think alike." You ain't the only nigga that went to jail. Huh? I was in prison too. And the Mexicans, they too had boots on at my facility. The Mexicans had on boots in my jailhouse too now. Do you own the facility and the copyright to the...
I mean, yeah, I
Fair
guess.
is fair now. Come on, let's... Like, nigga.
I hear you.
The first time I sold dope. Like,
I hear you. I'm just saying, I think if you just said something to him.
yeah. I mean, but the rule is, just so people understand out there in the world, is the rule is the big fish wins, period.
Yes.
You know, earthquake, whoever, they take your joke, they win. Because they on a bigger platform, you just look bitter and unsuccessful. So I ain't want no parts of it. But, you know, I get, if it's legitimate and people keep sending it to me, my potential fan base is like, "Nigga, like, who are we?
Who we rooting for?
We rooting for a coward.
Yeah.
Rooting for a coward."
I get it. I just hope that, you know what I mean, you reach out to him, or if he see this, he reach out to you, and you know what I mean, y'all have that conversation.
We gonna squash it.
It's not even a squash kind of thing, but it's just more of a conversation. You know what I mean? Just so y'all can have some kind of understanding of, you know what I mean?
I mean, my daughter
my
second daughter, she took a knife to school. She was like 8 years old. And her mother called, "This bitch done took a knife to school. You didn't motherfucking da-da-da-da-da." And she expected me to be upset with her. And I got to talk to her. And I was like, she's like, "Well, you know, why?" I was like, "Why you take a knife to school?" She's like, "You know, because this girl had a problem. I need to get an understanding." And I was like, okay.
Okay.
I was like, okay, well, I mean, I was laughing, but I was taken aback, you know, by her honesty and just kind of how, you know, cavalier she was. And I was like, "Well, now you know not to do that, right?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, let me talk to your mama." She's like, you ain't gonna curse out. You ain't gonna. I was like, "No, she said she had to get an understanding." So, I mean, whatever, you know, we got to let her make it make sense in her mind. Because she the one who got to go. And then I went up to the school and I saw them little kids. And I was like, yeah, I would have brought a knife to this motherfucker too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, I think an understanding will be had, you know, at some point. I'm not rushing it.
Yeah.
Not tripping.
Yeah. As far as comedy specials, man, when are the people gonna get a Henry Coleman comedy special?
Everybody been asking for one, you know. So how a comedy special is supposed to work is after you hot. When you hot, remember the Kings of Comedy toured for 3 years before they dropped the special.
Yeah.
I got 15 people in 33 states asking for a special. You know what I'm saying? But none of the, like, when I do shows, these shows, I'm not hot. Comedians are like, you dope, you funny, but I'm not hot. Like, I want to drop a special after I'm hot, I'm on fire, and I'm getting legitimate selling out shows, selling out, and then public interest, drop a special.
How do you get hot though?
Nigga, I don't know. I mean, the shit didn't change.
I think a special.
Nigga.
I think a special will get you hot.
Okay.
Especially like if you do an
But
hour.
I want the money. I want the money because I talked to a lot of people and I was like, I want 100,000. I want the money. I want to shoot the shit right, and I want to have the money to promote it right. I don't want to just drop no special for, you know, because right now I feel like a key maker. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a nigga, you know, like a key maker. You remember the Matrix nigga that made the keys? I feel like a nigga that just dope what I do, and some niggas know I'm dope, but the people that got the money don't fuck with me type shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the hot nigga that's hot, that's at the tier, not like, let me drop this special to convince you how dope I am. I got enough content out there for you to see how dope I am. I want the money behind me before I drop some shit. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? I want that shit to look magical.
I feel you. But
I want the money behind me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking for. People asking for a special. I'm asking for the money. Every time people go, when you gonna, I'm like, nigga, when you gonna buy tickets? Like, nigga, well, if we saw more, we would, nigga, it's 80, I got 2 hours of comedy on there. That's 2 hours of comedy on YouTube. That don't make you buy a $20 ticket? You want me to drop another 40 minutes straight for you to buy a $20, nigga? Kiss my ass.
Listen,
niggas want me to drop another 40 minutes back-to-back jokes for them to go buy a $20 ticket. Nigga got 80 minutes of humor. And I got 9 hours of content.
Content is king. Even
but see,
here's
the thing. My jokes, my shit is pure. My comedy is pure. Like it's what comedy should be. It's a laugh every 5 to 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no long, hey, so then I was walking, then have you ever, and then you got some bread, but the bread you got, that's not my humor. My humor is this. Yeah. That take time and that take craftsmanship to create to where you laughing from the moment I grab the mic to the moment I let it go. Right? Yeah. That's the kind of I'm putting out gold bars. You know, where the gold come down and then it cool off and it's a gold bar. Yeah. This ain't, a little chain here. Well, you done watched 2 hours, you done heard 8 jokes and so I was reading a book on the 8th page. No, gold bars is rare, niggas. Where the money? Yeah. You want me to put more fucking gold bars out and y'all not even paying to see the shit? Yeah. It be 3 niggas at my show. Yeah. When you dropping this, nigga, you don't know nobody, nigga. It's 8 niggas here. My fans are the poorest people on the planet. My inbox is full of the most degenerate niggas that don't know nobody. It's ridiculous. No. All them niggas that still.
I don't believe that,
nigga,
I don't believe that.
Hand to living God. Everybody in my inbox is like a 17 to 28-year-old man with no girlfriend. It's like, nigga, you dope as fuck, nigga. Don't quit. When you gonna be back to Dallas? Nigga, I was just in Dallas. Oh, why you ain't tell me? Nigga, it was posters. Yeah. I wish I had came and saw you. Let me know when you coming, nigga.
Yeah, don't pay no attention to them people. Don't people
to respond people want more art and without the money.
But here's what I think. I think the general public love, they love to like, what is it? With finding the new,
nigga, no.
I'm telling you.
No, I'm gonna tell you what.
Here's why I
now
think.
Now we about to argue.
Yes, here we about to. Here's what I think, because there is no way, motherfucking, there's no way somebody like a Desi Banks, there's no way like these really famous internet motherfuckers who've been doing comedy.
Go back to what you said, internet people.
But that's what I'm telling you. They're selling out by just putting content on internet.
But they putting content up. They not putting stand-up up.
But
they putting Desi is so relatable. Desi is everybody's best friend, right?
Right.
Henry Coleman is not.
So that's
Henry Coleman is that weird nigga.
But that's where you
but
might
just say that Henry Coleman is that weird nigga to say that dope ass shit. You love it.
But that's where you may need to switch. Don't.
That still take money. That still take money.
Don't.
The switch up still take money.
It does.
Yeah.
But don't get in front of yourself and block your own blessings. You remember how you were saying you gotta play the game. You gotta be willing to suck a. You know what I mean?
No, I ain't got there yet.
Put in your content. Put in your content.
I don't want that to. Nah, I ain't been offered that kind of money yet.
But putting your content online.
Yeah, I'm putting out more stuff. But we gonna go back to your question about a comedy special, right?
Oh, yes.
A comedy specials. I want to do it like the Kings of Comedy, like Chris Rock said. I'm talking about. I'm a purist, and maybe that's to my default, but I'm a purist. Everybody say you drop a special of after you make $1 million off material, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what you tour with for several years. You done got rich off of this material. Your special is supposed to be the material you're not doing no more that you already got rich off of. That's what a special is, right? I didn't tour with this. People didn't laugh their ass off. They didn't pay tickets and bought this material already. I'm dumping this material. So now I'm taking this from the club, from 300 seaters to 400 seaters to 5,000 seaters to drop it to a mass audience for them to see it. People that wouldn't come out to see it, now they can see this material at home in their living rooms, right? That I'm done with. What I'm saying is I haven't gotten paid
for that material.
This material. You know what I'm saying? To put it into a special. Like y'all not fucking with it. You asking for a special, but you're not fucking with what I'm already doing monetarily. Now, if you look under my comments, you dope, you amazing, you the GOAT, the best, hard, like, we coming, when you gonna be in Tallahassee?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start taking pictures of the audiences when I show up to Tallahassee. It's like somebody lying. Look under my post, nigga. Look under my YouTube. The greatest. This nigga one of the next.
Yeah.
This the newest best. He do old school. We love it, nigga. What? Y'all be a no-show.
Yeah.
And then when I do it be one nigga sitting in the back like, yeah, man, I ain't watching all your content. I love you. Nigga, this don't be the weirdest. Like, you want to drink, nigga? Like, I don't know if the nigga coming on to me or he flirting or let's get some drinks. Like, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, this shit is sad. No, I'm not putting out no motherfucking special, nigga. No.
Okay.
Nope. You gonna keep watching these Laugh Factory sets and be happy, nigga.
I know you got what's the big show you got in Hollywood with Corey?
God bless, get that show. Corey at the YouTube Theater. I'm gonna show my ass that night. Be good and drunk, cocaine, everything, fentanyl.
Okay.
All kind of ways high. Okay. All kind of ways gone and high.
Okay.
Dominique on the show. Ryan Davis out there, dope as hell. One of them, and that guy, but he's really legitimately funny. And then Nate Jackson, of course. Killer.
That's what's up, man.
Killer lineup, gonna be amazing.
That's what's up, man. I'm happy for you, man. Yeah. You finally getting your big break. You finally getting people seeing you. You know what I'm saying? You know what
the process is like. We all imagine. I think we all started. We came from Def Jam, right? Well, we all saw Bernie Mac and Chris Tucker and everybody walk out, and kind of their life changed.
Yeah.
And I think that's how I envisioned it. My life changing, and it's been changing, but it's been more of a gradual. Not just like, oh, we see this nigga, he dope. It's been more of like okay, I don't know, I'm not sure. Well, do you do this? And then we'll try you over here. Kind of like keeping you on a short leash type thing. That's what my process has been. Like a short leash, make sure you ain't gonna cut up. I don't know who came before me and cut the fuck up, but they must have cut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Cause they got me on a short leash, nigga. They like,
Yeah.
Ain't let this happen again.
See, I don't feel like there's no more leashes though.
It is, nigga. It's some leashes. Okay, so you only got two. What? Either the star makers gonna make you, or the people gonna make you. And the people haven't made me, so I still gotta rely on the star makers.
Fuck the star makers,
nigga. Then tell these motherfuckers to buy tickets. Tell people to buy tickets.
Right.
But this show I'm here with Kim, right? Mm-hmm. And you're so funny. Y'all don't buy tickets. Get the fuck out my face. You don't buy tickets.
Let me ask you this. what will make them buy tickets?
Nigga, you tell me.
I'm trying to, but you like, fuck that, I ain't doing that.
You said make more content and just kind of, being, I don't know what make people buy tickets.
I think this right here, when people get
I'm
to
gonna
really
go steal.
see,
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Desi Banks' page and I'm gonna recreate every video that nigga made.
put an AI with your face on it.
I'm gonna go video by video recreating all Desi Banks shit, and I'm gonna come back in 6 months like, man, these niggas still ain't fucking with me, man. See this shit, nigga.
Listen, I feel like your time is coming.
It's coming.
You know
I
what I
can
mean?
feel it.
I feel like
I just gotta stay alive, nigga. That's all.
that's it.
Which is hard.
And no
sometimes.
more babies.
No
That's
more
it.
babies.
No more
Nigga, I got a nothing pussy. What you talking about?
no more babies.
Kids is your blessing.
No more babies.
How many kids you got?
I got 4.
Oh, nigga. Okay.
I got 4. How many you got?
I got 2 right now.
Oh, okay.
That's
What you mean right now?
That's 2.
It can change tomorrow. It can change tomorrow.
No, I'm good. My two stressing me out. Man,
Okay.
I got 2 girls. This shit is whew.
Yeah.
Whew, you gotta make money to have girls. Nigga.
Yes,
You gotta
do.
make some money.
And I got twin girls.
Oh shit, nigga.
Yeah, I got twin girls.
How old is your girls?
13.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nigga. You gotta be shit. That's shit. And yeah, you coming into the age where you gotta run boys off and shit. Yeah, little niggas be trying to come around and do that shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I gotta be Mr. Calico. Like, what's your name? What's your name, young man?
Yeah.
That's all right. So you taking a liking to my baby girl.
Man, what give the people where you gonna be at, so when they want to come buy tickets or then when they want to come see you.
Okay, I give my rundown. This weekend we got 2 more shows with the what I consider to be the queen of comedy. Right now, Miss Kim Willie out here giving an amazing show. Very, very funny. A lot of high energy, great. A fantastic show at Arlington Improv this weekend with my good friend, Miss Andre Lavelle. Super hilarious. Next week, I'm in St. Louis on Wednesday. It's going to be a nigga room. KG's on Broadway. Then back in L.A. at the YouTube Theater on the 1st. Then I think Fresno after that. Then the Clean, Texas, 27th, 28th. Casa Salsa Con Fuego with Rob Stapleton, October the 1st. Then I'm going to shoot a movie. And then I'm going to be at the Laugh Factory on the 6th. Then Little Rock, Arkansas in December. So
What movie you shooting?
it's a scary movie.
Really?
White man call me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no homosexual stuff or nothing. Just like I enjoy your talent and, book me to we started shooting it about 2 months ago and I gotta go do some more shoots next month.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so a movie, nigga, that's a role, acting role. Send me a script with my name on it and it really lets me cut up and do my thing. So excited about that.
That's what's up, man. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
White people can be good sometimes. They just lie to you comedically.
Listen, that's when they gonna. That's when people start buying tickets. When they start seeing you in
With the white,
like,
oh, these white fuck with this nigga. Like, nigga, I've been begging you niggas for years.
That's when they gonna come start buying tickets, man. Henry Coleman, man, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, man.
Much success,
I couldn't wait to get down here.
Man,
Edit this shit right, nigga. Don't make me look stupid, man.
I ain't, man. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. If you look stupid, you just look stupid.
Nigga.
I ain't doing nothing different.
Nigga, I'm ready, nigga. I came here prepared for all the chips wherever they fall, nigga.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, nigga.
Henry Coleman, man. Hey, if y'all ever see Henry Coleman in your city doing stand-up, purchase a ticket. Dude is legitimate, funny as fuck.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? He could do an hour and 30, but you know what I mean? No matter where he is, go see him. Henry Coleman, man. Thank you again. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Yo,
it.
man, this has been the Tap In Podcast. Thank y'all for tapping in. Holla.